Hello and welcome in to the Stars and Pars podcast with your host, Evan Engel. Today is Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, and we got 3 tournaments to cover today. If you're new here, this is the golf betting show that meets astrology. I make all my picks using astrology every single week. Hit a ton of winners this year, had a ton of close calls. But the point is most weeks we have a sweat to watch on Sunday, and that's really all you can ask for in golf betting. So welcome in if you are new, welcome back if you are recurring. I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm a little bit later than normal to my normal time of recording, but we're here and I'm feel pretty good about my picks this week. It's one of those toss-ups with the John Deere. Anybody could win it, literally. The favorite, Ben Griffin, is 13.25. Like, that just tells me the books it's up in the air. So we're going to get into that much later. Not much later, but like last probably. Anything I want to cover before we get into last week? Yes, if you haven't already, I'm so close. I think I'm at 99 YouTube subscribers. So been trying to get to 100 in my first year of the pod. And I started posting the pod rather. It's been a year. It was the Open Championship of the last year. It was the first tournament I did a podcast for. My only goal from 1 year from then, which is still like 3 weeks away. About 3 weeks away, was to hit 100 subscribers in my first year on YouTube. So we're one away. We're going to hit the goal sooner or later. But if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really helps grow the channel, and that's the goal here. Like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Spotify and Apple as well if you're there, if you listen there. And especially on Spotify, please leave me a 5-star rating if you enjoy this show. It takes you 3 seconds to do it. I would really appreciate it. It helps me on Spotify to grow there. So appreciate y'all for being here. Let's get into the recap last week because it was a weird little Monday finish. Man, I thought Colin really had it. Like, seeing him surge on Sunday, what do you go, 9 under? And he barely missed that putt on 17, you guys. That would have put him at 21 to get into the playoff. So in my head, like as it started to get raining, I was getting really excited because I was like, dude, Colin's in at 20. Scotty and Vic don't look like they have their best stuff on, today on Sunday. And I was like, there's a solid chance the conditions could get to both of them and they could both finish under 20, below 20, or at 20. So at least Colin could get in the playoff. But then, of course, nature had its way and they called the delay and they go back out there with really pristine conditions. And I think they both got like a birdie, in the last 3 or 4 holes, for Vic and Scotty to both get to 21 and therefore knocking Colin out. But here's the weird thing, and let's talk about this. I want to talk about this real quick. When it comes to astrology, right? Astrology doesn't, for me, it doesn't dictate anything. Like, we still have free will. We still have, you still have to go out there and play a tournament and hit the shots you're supposed to hit. No cosmic energy is going to do it for you. But I do believe the cosmic energy gives a bit of a boost and a belief and confidence. And when people catch fire, like Denny McCarthy caught fire on Sunday, he's got a ton of Pisces in his chart. The Sagittarius moon lit up his 10th house of career for the Pisces placements, and he had a great round. So this is my whole point, is like, there's a reason why guys spike. There's a reason why guys catch fire and lightning out of nowhere. And I do believe it has to do with astrology. So that being said, it doesn't dictate anything and predict anything, in my opinion, but what it does well is it explains the timing of things. So let's talk about Sunday, right? Well, in my opinion, if it didn't rain, or at least if they didn't call the delay, Scotty and Vic had a lot of Virgo in their charts, and Virgo and Sag don't really go along. And that's why I think they were struggling on Sunday. And I was convinced neither of them were going to win it because career-wise, they didn't really have anything that made sense with the Sag moon. Colin had the Pisces midheaven, and that's why he took off and had the round he had. And I thought, man, if this holds out, the conditions hold out, Colin's got a chance. Like, just because the timing of the Sag moon and everything happening would have totally opened the door for Colin to win it. But obviously, the delay happened and then they couldn't get it all in, and it wouldn't have mattered because by that point, Scotty and Vic were both at 21, so Colin was out. But we woke up Monday and the moon shifted into Capricorn overnight, and it's a full moon in Capricorn, and Capricorn lights up Aries' 10th house of career. And guess who had the Aries placement on Monday? Victor Hovland. He's an Aries moon. So basically, that's kind of how I reasoned with Vic winning on Monday, because by that point, the moon was fully in, the full moon is in Capricorn, lighting up Vic's Aries moon's 10th house of career. So in terms of like the astrology, it's like no one could have predicted this to be a Monday finish, but the astrology explains why it was a Monday finish and why the winner on Monday, Victor Hovland, won under the Capricorn full moon. It's just timing. It's just, I don't know. I probably don't really make sense to a lot of you guys, and it's all good. I'm just trying to say, like, it just, the astrology continues to blow my freaking mind every single week. And even if I don't hit the winner, it's just still fun to see how it plays out and to see, you know, why the winner won. So all that being said, congrats to Victor. Congrats to anybody who had Victor. Norwegian sports are on fire right now with the World Cup and Chris Rayton playing well and Vic now just winning. So bravo to them. To recap our picks real quick, we literally on the PGA, it's kind of a rough week. We only had Wyndham and Morikawa to finish the top 10. Wyndham was plus 280 and Morikawa was plus 285. And let me talk about Wyndham real quick, because this guy had a chance. Let's see here. Did he finish? He finished at 18 under. And on Thursday, round 1, Wyndham Clark had a triple. And when I saw him have that triple, I just knew that was going to come back to bite him. Let's say he just parred that hole on Thursday instead of tripling it, right? He would have gotten to 21 under. He would have been in the playoff. And I think he would have. Actually, I can't say that. If it was going to finish on Monday, he probably wouldn't have won it, because his chart doesn't really love Capricorn. So maybe it was meant to be that way anyway. But man, I thought Wyndham definitely had a chance to go back-to-back weeks just because he was in a flow state pretty much. But guess not. So, oh well. All right. So it wasn't a complete loss for the week, at least. PGA was rough. So like I said, we only hit Wyndham and Morikawa top 10. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Rough. But we still came away with pretty decent profit this week. You know why? Because in the DP World Tour, we had the winner in Eugenio Chacarra at plus 2,100. Not too shabby, not too low, not too high though. Like I said, the Sag moon was going to light up Pisces' career house, 10th house of career. He's got 2 Pisces placements on top of some Scorpio in there, which that's where the moon was to begin the tournament. So that was great. But here was even crazier. We had 4 of the top 5 in the DP World. So we had Chacarra, we had Wallace, we had Neiman, and we had Angel Aorta. The only guy we didn't have in the top 5 was Lagergren. But isn't that kind of crazy? Like 4 of the top 5 were our guys. Like that's astrology for you. I was not too worried at all about getting something from the DP World Tour on Saturday. When I looked at the scoreboard, I was like, we're chilling. We also hit Neiman top 5 at plus 194 and Angel Aorta at plus 370, because those guys are both in the top 5. Top 10, we got Chacarra at plus 210. We got top rest of the world Neiman at plus 280. We got top continental European Chacarra at plus 1,200. That's like another outright hit right there. Top German, Nikolai von Dellingshausen came through for us at plus 330. He had a great week, by the way. He finished 10th. That's like, I think that's his best start of the year. And I was talking him up. So really happy to see Nikolai von Dellingshausen come to play, because he's going to keep it going this next week. You'll see. And then so we did really well on the DP World Tour. That pretty much covered everything that we lost on the PGA and then some. And then on the LPGA, in the without Nelly market, because I was a little worried about Nelly, and she was in the mix, but she just, by Sunday, she didn't have anything. But we did hit Heiran Ryu in the without market at plus 1,800, because she has a ton of Pisces in her chart and some Aries of just fire that goes with Sagittarius. When she started moving up that board on Saturday, I was like, yep, looking like some Heiran Ryu victorious results. So yeah, and then Champions Tour we missed out. I think Padraig won it, which kind of blows my mind. But I didn't really look at his chart, so it's all good. Other than that, yeah, It's pretty good. So we did come away with some profit. I'm not, too bummed about the PGA results and how it went out. It's just sometimes it's just how it goes, and that's golf betting for you. And you gotta move on. We've had a killer year. We did so good at the U.S. Open 2 weeks ago. We're very much in the profit. It's for the whole year. I'm speaking. So as humbly as I can say it, we're doing well, and we're not getting cocky. We're just gonna, because every week you get humbled, man, some way or some, which way, whatever. It's just the hardest. It's the hardest sport to bet on. Oh, sorry, is my mic not even working? Hello? Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Oh boy. Sorry. Oh no. I hope it recorded all of that. If not, I have the video audio, but sorry guys, the audio might be a little weird for the first 10 minutes. Okay, now I think it's recording my voice on my podcast site. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in terms of a recap from last week. So let's hope that's all I had to say. I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place right now. I really hope my audio is good. This happened last week too. These freaking mics, man. I don't really know. All right, let's move on because I do actually have to kind of move on. So let's talk about this week's transits really quickly. Talk about what we're going after, what the focus is. All right. Okay, so this week, the Sun and Mercury are both in Cancer still. Mercury is in retrograde in Cancer, which I don't think really has too much of an effect on the golf course. That I've noticed in the year or few years I've been doing this. Just something to make note of. Venus is still in Leo, but now Jupiter has officially moved into Leo as well. And Jupiter has been in Cancer for the last year. Jupiter is like a year-long transit. So we're going to have Leo in Jupiter now for a year starting today, really. Today's the first official day, Tuesday, June 30th. So what this means, it means that for the next year going forward, anybody with Leo in their chart is going to have a big boost of reinvigoration, of self-belief, confidence, going after their goals and dreams, because Jupiter is all about big thinking and big expansion and just, reach for the stars, literally, to quote Buzz Lightyear. Like that's kind of the theme of Jupiter. And it does have to do with a little bit with luck. Like you kind of just get some luck from Jupiter. So Leos are going to get a big boost for the next whole year, and also Scorpios, because Scorpios get the 10th house boost of career from Leo. And so if Jupiter's in Leo, that's Jupiter's in Scorpio's 10th house of career right now. So Scorpios and Leos, and really all fire signs alike, should get a big benefit for the next whole year. Now, what does that mean week to week? Not that much, but it's just something to it's like the cherry on top for me. Like when I'm considering which guys to kind of go with and whatnot, I always look at the Jupiter as kind of the final say, I guess, if you want to call it that. So it's not a huge thing, but it is something that will make it, it matters, is what I'm trying to say. But it's not like the most important thing every week. But, this whole last year, Jupiter and Cancer, a lot of Libras, a lot of Cancers had a great year. That's kind of the theme. So just wanted to make note of that. And then as of Sunday, Mars is now in Gemini. So Geminis get a big boost from Mars and Gemini, Mars in their own sign, and also Virgos get a big boost because Gemini lights up Virgo's 10th house of career. So really, it's going to benefit Scotty the most, especially if Virgo and Gemini in your chart. Mars and Gemini right now is going to boost those guys a lot. So thank God he's not playing. But just kind of something to note. And Mars will stay here. I think it stays here for like at least a month and a half or so. Something like that. Don't quote me on that. And then the moon is going to be traveling through Aquarius this week, Thursday to Friday. And then on Saturday to Sunday, it's going to be in Pisces. So pretty easy moon read this week, which I think is low-key the most important week-to-week thing to pay attention to, because it is the closest celestial body to us. It does have a magnitude of effect on us because of how close it is. And that kind of explains a lot why certain guys spike this week or that week or whatever, So overall, this is a big career week for Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, but especially Taurus and Gemini placements, because Taurus gets the 10th house of career boost from the Aquarius moon on Thursday and Friday, and Geminis get the career house 10th house career boost from the Pisces moon on Saturday and Sunday, and Mars is in Gemini. So Gemini is, I truly believe whoever wins will have some sort of Gemini or Pisces in their chart this week, but probably more importantly, Gemini. But Cancers, there's a ton of Cancer in the sky right now. I guess I should have wrote down Libra too, because Libra still gets a boost from Cancer all month long. So Libras all month long get a big boost from the Cancer sun, and they'll get a boost from the Aquarius moon, because Libra and Aquarius are like two peas in a pod. So Libra is an important placement. Leos, because Venus is in Leo right now. Scorpios, because Venus is in Leo and Jupiter is in Leo. That's also why Leos get a big boost. Then Aquarius, because their moon comes through first 2 days. And then Pisces. Yeah. So this is a really tough week. Like, these are the weeks, like, I don't know. I feel like I say that all the time, but I got to get moving. So let's move on to the first tournament, because I really got to get going here, guys. We're going to talk about let's talk about the Champions Tour, because this one's quick, and I'll get through this really quickly. Okay, so this week for the Champions Tour, it is the U.S. Senior Open. And if you want to just single bullet steer a sink, just do it. He's plus 450. I think that's the best number he's had all since the last 4 months, 5 months. I don't know. He's a Gemini sun, Mercury, and Venus. He's a Capricorn moon, Leo rising, Taurus, midheaven, Pisces, Mars, Aquarius, Jupiter. He just has a ton of Gemini. He's got the Pisces, Mars, and an Aquarius, Jupiter. Leo rising. There's a lot of Leo. I might just single bullet him, because 450 is not a great number, but if you put a little something on it, you can get something back. You know what I'm saying? He's been the best player on the Senior Tour all year. There are a couple names that caught my eye, and I'm just going to take them rather for fun. There's 4 of them, so I'm not going crazy on this. I never really do on the Champions Tour, but I'll go through the first 4 guys, and they're all pretty much the same number, pretty much. The first guy is Darren Fickhard, plus 3,300. So a little more value there, right? Taurus, Sun and Rising, Gemini, Moon and Mercury, Aquarius, Midheaven, Cancer, Venus, Pisces, Mars, Aries, Jupiter. Just love the Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces. Those are 4 or 5 of the 6 or 7 signs we're after this week. I really like Darren Fickhard's chart. Next up is Michael Block. Yes, Michael Block from the PGA Championship a few years ago, who had that crazy run and finished like 15th. Played with Rory on the last day, and he had a hole-in-one too. Plus 3,300 as well. He just turned 50 like 2 weeks ago, which is why I'm pretty sure he's allowed to play this. So that caught my eye. I kind of have to do it. Gemini, Sun, Mercury, and Venus. So it is a big career week for Blocky. Cancer rising, Aquarius moon. So a lot of air, and that's where the moon's going to be to start. Aries, midheaven, I think. I'm not 100% on that. Leo Mars, so he has some Leo in his chart, with the go along with all the Leo happening, and a Taurus Jupiter, which gets the 10th house career boost from the Aquarius moon on the first 2 days. Michael Block, you guys, plus 3,300. You know, I never thought he was going to ever win a PGA Tour champ, anything like that, because, he's a PGA pro. He doesn't play all the time, but man, he could beat some seniors, like, in my opinion. Like, no offense to the old guys, because these old guys can freaking play still. Like, they're unreal to watch and play still. But Michael Block, man, just turned 50. It's got a lot of career stuff in his chart right now. Like, it just caught my eye. So it's kind of a fun bet. I'm also going to go with Ben Crane, who I was on last week, but apparently withdrew or didn't play. I don't really know, but he had a great chart for last week, and he's got a great one for this week. Plus 3,300 as well. Pisces, Sun and Midheaven, Cancer, Rising, Taurus, Moon, Aquarius, Mercury, and Venus, Gemini, Mars, Aries, Jupiter. Just a ton of water in that chart with a Taurus and Aquarius and Gemini, Mars, which is where Mars currently is. Watch out for Ben Crane, who just won. He won in the last month or 2. So watch out for him. And then this is another name that come out. A lot of live guys in here. Like, what's the guy's name? Oh, Evan, come on. I can't believe I have to look this up. What is his name? Nope. Oh, Poulter. Ian Poulter. I knew I had that. He's the 4th favorite. And he just turned 50 not too long ago as well. Oh, maybe this year. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to take him. But the point is, there's a lot of like older live guys. And my next pick is one of those older live guys who I do believe turned 50 this year. Pat Perez. Yes, Pat Perez. Plus 3,500. Pisces, Sun, and Moon. Double Pisces. It's going to be Cancer, Pisces on the weekend. That's a good combination. Leo rising, Taurus, midheaven, Aquarius, Mercury, and Venus. That's where the moon's going to be on Thursday, Friday. Gemini, Mars. That's where Mars is currently. Aries, Jupiter. I have no idea how this dude's formed. The last time I saw him was watching Live, and he was doing like on-field reporting. Like, he doesn't even play on Live anymore, but he used to. So Stuart Sink is my guy. He's kind of my hedge. Actually, if he wins, I'll still win a little bit of money if I take all these other guys. But Darren Fictard, Michael Block, Ben Crane, Pat Perez are my five guys this week. But I think Stuart Sink's going to win. But the last time I said that, he didn't. So take it all with a grain of salt. Okay, I spent too long on the freaking Champions Tour. Where are we at right now? All right, 21:05. Okay, let's talk about the DP World Tour, and then we're going to talk about the PGA Tour, and we're going to get out of here, hopefully in under an hour total time. Okay, I say that every week. BMW International Open. This one's a little bit of a toss-up as well, you guys. You see my stupid thing is being held up by like the worst tape job. All right, hold up. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. That's the best I'm going to do for now. We're going to live with it. Everything's falling apart. All right. DP World Tour. I think my first pick is going to be the same guy I went with last week. It's going to be Waco Neiman. Now, Waco did finish, second or third, but he was 6 back of Chacarra because Chacarra won by 5. I took Chacarra off my card this week. And I feel like I'm going to regret it because I do believe in back-to-back winners. I believe in it. I believe it's possible. Sorry, this is bothering me. Come on, stick. I ran out of the good tape, so I'm using the crappy tape. I know it's not the smartest way to hold this up, but it's just the quickest way to do it. All right, back to the DP World Tour. So I think Waco at plus 780 is kind of my hedge of the week. That's how I'm going to play it. I think, well, he's a Scorpio Sun, Midheaven, and Venus. He's a Cancer Moon, so he's got a lot of water. That's what we're looking for really this week. He's an Aquarius rising. That's where the moon is going to be on the first 2 days. Sagittarius, Mercury, Virgo, Mars. Mars is in Gemini. Gemini lights up Virgo's 10th house of career, and it's his Virgo Mars. That's interesting. And then a Pisces Jupiter. So on the weekend or the last round, because they'll finish up on Saturday night, I believe. So that's when the Pisces moon will come in. No, is it going to come in? It's going to come in. It's going to already be coming in, right? 2:31 a.m. Yeah. It'll already be there. It's going to light up his Jupiter. So kind of got to go for it. And I kind of would rather go for a guy that finished in the top 5 that didn't win versus going back to back with the winner. If Chacarra wins, he wins, whatever. He's got Pisces in his chart, and that's kind of what we're going after. But I'm going to take a leap and say Chacarra won't go back to back. But I like Waco to kind of, be in the mix again. At plus 780, it's kind of my hedge, just how I'm looking at it. The next pick is Marco Pench. Where the hell is Marco Pench been? I haven't seen this guy play in months. Plus 3,100. This is such a risk. He's got a great chart. Taurus, Sun, Mercury, Mars, and rising. It's where the moon is going to be in Aquarius, lighting up all that Taurus, 10th house of career. Cap moon, Aquarius, midheaven, lit up by the moon. Aries, Venus, and a Pisces, Jupiter. It's interesting. But now I'm talking out loud. I thought he had some Gemini in his chart, and maybe he doesn't. But Pisces, Jupiter, it's the same thing as Neiman. So I'm going to leave it, whatever. My next pick is probably my favorite of the week. It is Rasmus Nørgaard Peterson. RNP, as I call him. Plus 3,200. Cancer Sun. Pisces Moon. That's actually going to be the exact Sun and Moon combo on Sunday or on Saturday night. Cancer Sun, Pisces Moon. That's what his 2 signs are. Leo rising, Mercury and Venus. There's a ton of Leo right now. Gemini midheaven gets the boost from the 10,000 career boost from the Pisces moon. Libra Mars, Taurus Jupiter. It's a perfect chart. It's actually a perfect chart in my opinion. So I'm really big on Rasmus Nergard Peterson. Watch out for him. Jaden Shaper's my next guy, plus 3,300. Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, Cancer Rising. That's all 3 water signs. Aries midheaven and Venus gets a boost from all the Leo right now. Aquarius Mercury, Sag Mars. That's the only planet of his placement that I don't love, but he does have a Gemini Jupiter, and that's the 10th house career receiver from the Pisces moon. So I couldn't leave him off. It's a good chart. I also like Abraham Answer. Shout out to all these live guys. Plus 3,800. Pisces Sun, Mercury, and midheaven. Sorry. Sorry. My alarm is about to go off, and I'm trying to prevent it from interrupting us. Okay. Abraham Answer. Pisces Sun, Mercury, and midheaven. So there you have it. Leo, Moon, and Jupiter. That's what we're looking for. Gemini rising in Mars and an Aries Venus. That's a great chart. And I actually didn't even see him my first go through. I was on my re-scroll through to make sure I got all the names I wanted. That I realized Answer had a really good chart. So he's got everything I'm looking for this week. So I have to take him at plus 3,800. I also like Ewan Ferguson, plus 4,600. I call him the Patrick Cantlay of the DP World Tour. Although Ewan Ferguson has one more than Cantlay has in the last couple of years, I'd say. Anyway, Cancer, Sun, and Mercury, Pisces, Moon, and Rising. There you go. Just like Shaper. No. Nergard Peterson. Sorry. Sagittarius midheaven. Don't love that, if that is correct. Gemini, Venus, and Mars, Capricorn, Jupiter. So he's got Gemini, he's got Cancer, he's got Pisces. That's really what we're looking for. Plus 4,600. I like it. I also like Jakob Skava-Lesson at plus 5,800. Gemini Sun, Mercury, and midheaven. Scorpio Moon, Leo Rising, Cancer, Venus, Libra, Mars, Aries, Jupiter. Yeah, that's a good chart. Don't know what else to say about that. Moving on. Antoine Rosner, I can't stay away from this guy. He's like a toxic ex. I just can't. It's such a good chart. Speaking of toxic exes, this fucking thing is pissing me off. Oh my God. Stay. All right. Reinforcements. Okay. Antoine Rosner, the guy whose chart is just, it's immaculate for this whole month, and he can't do anything. Aquarius Sun, Scorpio Moon, Gemini Rising, Pisces midheaven and Mercury, Aries, Venus, Cancer, Mars, Libra, Jupiter. It's a great chart for like the 3rd week in a row. I'm just going to keep going back to it. I believe at one point Rosner will pop off. I don't want to miss out on it. Been disinvested already. Next up is Nathan Kimsey, plus 6,700, who was playing well for a while and then kind of disappeared lately, but I think he's back. I think he's coming back. Aries, Sun, Venus, and midheaven. Cancer, Rising, and Mars. Pisces, Moon, and Mercury. Libra, Jupiter. Ton of water and fire, but the Libra, Jupiter is how he gets through the Aquarius Moon the first 2 days, because like I said, Libra and Aquarius are really good combinations. So I really like Nathan Kimsey. 4 more and then a couple long shots. I'm going to go JC Ritchie, plus 7,000. I had him last week. Pisces Sun, Venus, and midheaven, Leo Moon, Gemini Rising, Aquarius, Mercury, and Mars, Scorpio, Jupiter. Similar chart to Answer, so for that reason, we have to kind of go with it. We're kind of getting longer here, but man, DP World Tour, I've seen random guys pop up and win, so you have to kind of go with it. I also like Marcus Armitage, plus 8,600, Cancer, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and midheaven. Pisces Moon, Leo Mars, Aries Jupiter, and a Libra Rising. A lot of Cancer Pisces guys and Leo with Leo in their charts on my card this week. So he's just another one we're adding to the list. Second, I had to push record, stop record, my camera sucks. Next up is Alejandro Del Rey, plus 9,200. We're getting higher now. Aquarius Sun and Mercury, Libra Moon, Gemini Rising, Pisces, midheaven, Mars, and Jupiter, Capricorn, Venus. Great chart. ADRs, I call him. He's kind of like Rosner. I just kind of keep going back to him. Hopefully one of these weeks is their week. And then lastly, I like Nicholas Norgard Moller at plus 9,600. Ton of Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Midheaven. Virgo, Rising, and Jupiter. Aries, Mars. She doesn't have any water in this chart. It's kind of a little concerning, but ton of Gemini. Virgo gets the boost from Mars and Gemini currently. Aries, Mars gets a boost from all the Leo. And the Gemini goes great with the Aquarius moon and especially the Pisces moon on the weekend. So worth it. We'll see. Okay, I have 4 long shots. I'm just going to sprinkle a little something on these. Nothing crazy, but I do like Darius Van Driel at plus 12,500. Okay, sorry, dude. See, Mercury in retrograde, if you haven't felt it already, you're going to feel it in the next few weeks. Like, it's technological breakdowns, internet going in and out, things falling, breakdowns, like miscommunications, like technological problems and issues. I'm going through it right now on my own freaking show. All right. So Darius Van Driel, Gemini, Sun, Venus, and Jupiter, Leo rising, Taurus moon, Mercury in midheaven. Ton of Taurus. Really good for the first 2 days. Cancer, Mars. So he's got every sign I'm after, really. Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Cancer. It's worth a sprinkle, in my opinion. I don't expect these guys to really win, but you never know. I also like Adrian Moronk, another live guy, plus 14,500. Gemini, Sun, Midheaven, and Mercury, Libra, Moon, and Jupiter, Virgo, Rising, Aries, Venus, Mars, and Leo. All that Gemini and Libra, that's a double career combination on the weekend, because Libra gets the 10th house boost from Cancer, and Gemini gets the 10th house boost from the Pisces. So, and that's where it's going to be on the weekend. Adrian Moronk. I've won on this guy on Live before. And then last 2, I'm going to go Nikolai von Dellingshausen again. I love that name. I love this dude. Plus 20,000. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Midheaven. Pisces, Venus, Cancer, Mars, Libra, Jupiter, Taurus rising. This is the week Nikolai von Dellingshausen is like actually in the mix, in my opinion. The chart is perfect. Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Taurus. It's perfect. It's perfect. I have to do it. Plus 20,000. Might put a full unit on that, because I feel pretty good about Nikolai von Dellingshausen. Okay, lastly, Jacques Kreuzbach. It's crazy spelling, but I think you say Kreuzbach is the way to pronounce it. Plus 24,000. Libra, Sun, and Jupiter. Gemini, Moon, and Midheaven, very similar to Moronk. Virgo rising, and then Scorpio, Mercury, and Venus, Cancer, Mars. This guy has a ton of career stuff in his chart with the Libra, the Gemini, the Scorpio, and the Virgo. Oh my gosh. So watch out for Nikolai von Dellingshausen and Jacques Kreuzbach. Both over 20 plus 20,000. Huge numbers. Really promising birth charts for this week. Okay. Placement bets. Top 5. We're going a little long this week, because I'm just doing it. Top 5, Rasmus Nygaard Peterson, like I talked about, one of my favorites this week. Plus 730 to finish in the top 5. Yes. I'm also going to go Marco. No, I don't want to do Marco Penge. Now that I'm talking about it out loud. All right, screw it. Marco Penge, plus 720. I don't love it. Top 10, Rasmus Nygaard Peterson, plus 355. We're going to ladder this boy. Jaden Shaper, plus 350. Abraham Answer, plus 395. I could see all 3 of those hitting, honestly. Top 20. Give me Andy Sullivan at plus 335. Did I talk about Andy Sullivan? I took him off. Andy Sullivan has Taurus and Gemini in his chart, but there was something else that I didn't love, but I could see him being in like the top 20. It's more about like I took him off because I didn't think he was going to win. But top 20, I could see Andy Sullivan doing. Alejandro Del Rey at plus 355 to finish the top 20. Kamei, Nicholas Norgard at plus 370. Nikolai von Dellingshausen at plus 600. That's kind of my top 20 long shot, as well as Jacques Kreuzbach at plus 640. So those 2, either of those hit, pretty much covers all of these placement bets. And then top 30, we're laddering Nikolai von Dellingshausen at plus 355 and Jacques Kreuzbach at plus 375. So get those 2 guys in the top 20, and we'll cash the top 30 as well. That would be really great. All right, I'm doing a head-to-head matchup parlay for the DP World Tour. This is the first or second time I'm doing it for the DP World Tour. I only got 5 picks. This comes out to plus 2261, so not too crazy. It's like a little outright number. I do like JT Shaper over Daniel Hillier. I like Rasmus Nygaard Peterson over Sergio Garcia. Ewan Ferguson over Kota Kaneko. Jakob Ska, the lesson over Jose Luis Ballester, and then Abraham Answer over Sebastian Munoz. Put it all together, plus 2261. I think that's going to hit. We'll see. First round leader. Give me Marco. This is like Aquarius Moon first round leader. Give me Marco Penge plus 4,500. Antoine Rosner plus 6,900. ADR Alejandro Del Rey at plus 7,800. Nicholas Norgard Moller plus 7,800. I put micro units on these, by the way, for first round leader. These are just for fun. Don't go crazy on these. They're so hard to hit. So Norgard at plus 7,800. Matthew Jordan, a lot of some Taurus and Aquarius in his chart, plus 7,600. Andy Sullivan plus 8,400. Romain Langasque at plus 8,400. Lots of Aquarius and Taurus in his chart. Darius Van Driel plus 10,000 first round leader. Adrian Maronk plus 10,000 and Nikolai von Dellingshausen at plus 11,500 to be in the first round leader. We'll see. We hit them every once in a while, and man, they pay out pretty well. Okay, top UK Ireland, give me Marco Penge plus 650. Give me Nathan Kimsey at plus 1125. Top French, I like Antoine Rosner at plus 680. Top Continental European, I like Rasmus Nergard Peterson at plus 1,500 and Darius Van Driel plus 5,000. Those are some long numbers for nationality bets. So RNP plus 1,500. I'm telling you guys. Top German Nikolai von Dellingshausen at plus 800. He cashed it last week. I think there's more Germans in the field this week, though. Top Nordic, give me Rasmus Nergard Peterson at plus 305. Top North American, give me Abraham Answer at plus 340. All right. That does it for the DP World Tour. We're moving on to PGA John Deere. I do like this tournament. It's always a good watch. And, Birdie Fest or whatever. But this one's always I've always watched this one every single year for some reason. So, all right. Full disclosure, I wrote down a million names because this is the kind of week where you kind of have to. But I did narrow it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 guys. There's like 140 something players. So that's like 10% right there. That's usually where I try to cap it. But I'm making an exception this week because this is a week anybody can win. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 long shots all over plus 10,000 that it's either going to be micro units or I'm going to literally wait to see how they come out and then decide. And, by that point, it might be too late. But there's a lot of names. So take these with a grain of salt. Also, the live betting watch long shot guys are also kind of like DFS guys, low price guys if you need them. So, take these with a grain of salt at the bottom. But let's talk about the 14 I have that I'm going to take outright and I put my normal units on. I don't like a lot of the favorites. The lowest I have is plus 2,700. It's two of them. It's Keegan Bradley and it's JT Poston. Keegan has a Gemini Sun, Moon, and Midheaven, Cancer, Mercury, and Venus, Virgo Rising, Capricorn, Mars, and a Pisces, Jupiter. Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Keegan. Come on, Keegan. This is a great week for Keegan. I really believe he's going to be in the mix. I just love that chart. He looked pretty good last week, too, so I think he's finding something. And then JT Poston, who won Memorial like a few weeks ago, plus 2,700 as well. Gemini Sun and Mercury, Scorpio Moon, Aries, Venus, Leo Rising, and Mars, Taurus Midheaven, Libra Jupiter. Gemini gets the career boost from the Pisces. The Scorpio Moon gets the career boost from all the Leo. Aries gets a boost from all the Leo. Leo Rising and Mars gets the boost from all the Leo. Taurus Midheaven gets the boost from the Aquarius Moon for the first 2 days. Libra Jupiter gets a boost all month long and from the Aquarius. JT Poston has a great chart, and he's a birdie guy. This is a birdie fest, so I really feel confident at having Keegan and JT lead my card. And then right below him is Eric Cole at plus 2,800, who's been playing really well for the whole last month. And I do believe if he's going to win, it's going to be this week. Gemini Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Midheaven, Virgo Rising, Pisces, Mars. There it is. Taurus, Jupiter. He's got everything he needs to have a stellar week, and I fully expect Eric Cole to be in the mix. So I really like those three at the top. But there's so many more names that we got to get through, so let's keep moving. Tom Kim is next up at plus 3,500. Gemini Sun, Mercury and Midheaven, Scorpio Moon, Virgo Rising, Leo Venus, Cancer Mars, and Jupiter. Had a great U.S. Open. All that Gemini, that Scorpio Moon gets the boost from the Leo. Virgo Rising gets the boost from Gemini Mars. He's Venus is Leo, which is where Venus currently is, and then all the Cancer, Mars, and Jupiter. Tom, Kim, it's just, dude, these charts are and so good, so good. I love it. Next up was a late ad for me, but I kind of like it. Michael Kim, who I do believe has won this tournament. I think he won very largely too when he won. Plus 4,400. Cancer's Sun, Mercury, and Midheaven. It's his season. Taurus Moon gets the boost from the Aquarius Moon over the first 2 days. Libra Rising and Jupiter, it's all month long. It's a career boost. Gemini Venus, that will get the career boost from the Pisces Moon over the weekend. And then a Virgo Mars is in Gemini, gets the career boost from that right there. A lot of career stuff for Michael Kim. He's won it before, I'm pretty sure. Plus 4,400 is a good number. Next up is Max Gracerman at plus 4,600. Gemini Sun and Mercury, Cancer Moon, Taurus Venus, Virgo Mars, Sagittarius Jupiter and Rising, Libra Midheaven. I don't love the Sagittarius chart. The Gemini, the Cancer, the Taurus, and the Virgo and the Libra is really, really solid. So watch out for Max Gracerman. Also like Sudarshan and Yilamaraju at plus 4,700. Cancer Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Midheaven. That's actually going to be the combination to start the tournament. So he's a first round leader guy. Taurus Rising, Gemini, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. So he does have the 10,000 career boost main sign I'm looking for with the Pisces coming in. And then a Sag Mars, which I don't love, but Sag is fire, and that should get a boost from fellow fire Leo that's going on in the sky right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Yilamaraju plays well and maybe even wins it. That's a good chart. Next guy I took off and then I put him back on because I don't know, but he doesn't have that dog in him, this guy, and he let me down like a month ago or so. Mac Meissner, plus 5,000. Aquarius Sun, Mercury and Midheaven, Scorpio Moon and Mars, Taurus Rising, Pisces, Venus, and Jupiter. So he does have some Pisces, does have the Aquarius, and the Scorpio of his gets the boost from the Leo right now. He just doesn't have that dog in him. So I'm very not confident in Mac Meissner, but I had to write him down. This next guy I'm actually really confident because he has won this tournament as well, I believe, is Davis Thompson, plus 5,100. Gemini Sun, Mercury, and Midheaven, Aquarius Moon, Virgo Rising, Cancer Venus, Libra Mars, Aries Jupiter. Stellar. Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra. Aries gets the boost from all the Leo. I love it. Next up is Taylor Pendrith, plus 5,300. Gemini Sun and Midheaven, Capricorn Moon, Virgo Rising, Taurus Mercury, Cancer Venus, Leo Mars, and Jupiter. Pendrith's won Birdie Fest, and he won against Ben Coles, who is going to be mentioned here in a couple minutes. I should have looked up the astrology from that weekend he won against Ben Coles, because I'm sure there was some Gemini or Pisces in the mix. But I just think Pendrith, it's just a good chart. And he's one of the more experienced guys in this field. So I had to write him down. And then I had to write down Denny McCarthy, plus 6,200. After last week and seeing him pop up, I think there's a belief there again. So I don't want to miss out if he does have a great week. He's a Pisces Sun, Midheaven, and Mercury. That's where the moon's going to be over the weekend. It's really stellar. Cancer Rising and Moon and Mars. A lot of water. Aries Venus gets the boost from all the Leo. And his Libra Jupiter is how he gets through the first 2 days with the Aquarius Moon. And Libra going along really well. So I really like Denny McCarthy to keep it rolling. Also like Stefan Jaeger at plus 7,400. Gemini Sun, Venus, Jupiter, and Midheaven. Aries Moon, Virgo Rising, Taurus, Mercury, Cancer, Mars. He's kind of like Meissner for me. I'm not like too big on him, but he's got so much Gemini, Taurus, Cancer that this is kind of the field that a guy like Jaeger could pop up and win. So don't want to miss out if that's the case. Two more. Max McGreevy, plus 7,600. Taurus Sun and Rising, Gemini Moon and Mercury, Aquarius Midheaven, Aries Venus, Leo Mars, Sag Jupiter. I just really like the Taurus and the Gemini and the Aquarius part of his chart. He does have Leo and Aries. There's just no water in his chart, and that's kind of the theme. I might have to take off McGreevy. He's a better first-round leader guy. Let's put it that way. We'll see. Okay, lastly, Ben Coles, before I get to my long shots, plus 8,200. He's having a great month. Pisces, Sun and Midheaven, Aquarius, Moon, and Mercury, Gemini rising, Capricorn, Venus, and Mars, Pisces, or Cancer, Jupiter. So he's got Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer. I love it. So watch out for Ben Coles. Okay, now so that's 14 guys. That's 10%. We're capping it there. But these are the guys I'm watching, and I might throw a micro unit or two on some of them just for fun, because again, this is the tournament that anybody could win. So live betting watch, long shots, DFS, cheap plays. These are my guys. Kita Nakajima, plus 10,500. Cancer, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Midheaven. Huge Cancer stellium. Pisces Moon. He's got, that's what the combination is going to be on Sunday. Cancer and Pisces. Libra rising, Taurus, Jupiter. Haven't heard this guy talked about much, but dude, that's a stellar chart. Literally has everything he needs to contend this week. So I watch out for Nakajima. Adrian Dumont de Chassart, plus 10,500. Pisces, Sun and Mercury, Capricorn, Moon, Cancer rising, Aries, Midheaven, and Mars, Venus, Aquarius, Taurus, Jupiter. Really good chart. I almost took him off, but the Venus, Aquarius, Taurus, Jupiter, that's how he gets through the first 2 days. And then the Pisces, Sun and Mercury, Cancer stuff is how he gets through the last two, but a little nervous about him. We'll see. Real quick, I'm going to remind everybody, if you didn't listen to the beginning, because I know some of you skipped to this part, and I get it, but please subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already. We're almost at 100 subscribers. That's been my goal for the first year, to hit 100. We need one more. We're at 99. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Follow me on Spotify and Apple. Had to get it out of the way. Thank you very much. Back to the picks. Patrick Rogers at plus 12,000 caught my eye. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Mars. Virgo rising in Jupiter. Gemini, Midheaven. That's big for the Pisces. Leo, Mercury, Taurus, Mars. It's a birdie fest. Patrick Rogers has played really well in birdie fest, so I had to take him to write him down. Also, like Kevin Roy, one of the first guys I thought of for this week when I saw the transits. Plus 17,000. He's got a lot of water. Pisces, Sun, rising Mercury, Scorpio, Moon, and Midheaven. Aquarius, Venus, and Mars. There it is. Cancer, Jupiter. So the Scorpio in his chart gets boosted by all the Leo happening. The Aquarius stuff in his chart gets boosted by the Moon on the first 2 days. And he's got Pisces and Cancer in his chart, which is the theme of the last 2 days of the tournament. I would really like Kevin Roy. I love that chart. I also like this next guy, Tom Hoagie. Generational Flusher, plus 17,500. Gemini, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, Moon, Leo rising, Taurus, Midheaven, and a Mars, Cancer. I'm going to go on a limb. I'm actually going to take Tom Hoagie straight up before this tournament even starts. That's a stellar chart. And if this is a week anyone can win, why can't Tom Hoagie win it? Especially if he spikes putting. That's how he wins. He needs to spike putting. He's a bad putter. But if he can putt average to a little bit over average, he's going to win. He could win this tournament. That's how I feel. 4 more. Zach Johnson, who I'm surprised is not playing in the U.S. Seniors Championship this week, because I think he definitely has the chart to win this weekend. But for some reason, he says, screw it, let's go play the John Deere. Probably more money, probably, more competitive for him and ego. He's been playing really well, so he's probably feeling pretty good about himself. Plus 20,000. Pisces, Sun, and Midheaven. Cap, Moon. Gemini, rising, and Mars. Aquarius, Mercury, and Venus. Aries, Jupiter. It's a great chart. Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius. I don't think he's going to win just because there's so many younger, better charts this week. But, I mean, he could sneak a top something finish, which I do have him written down below. We'll get there in a sec. Also like Mark Hubbard, plus 21,000, who lost. I'm going to say he lost for us against Brant Snedeker a month or two ago under a Pisces moon. Snedeker's a Pisces rising. That's why he won. But Hubbard had all this Gemini in his chart. And he 3-putted 17 and he lost by 1. So it was his weekend and he just didn't have it. But maybe this is his weekend. Gemini, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. Cap, Moon, Leo rising, Taurus, Midheaven, Cancer, Mars. We'll see what homeless Hubbard can do. David Skins is my second to last guy, plus 28,000. Aquarius, Sun, and Mercury. Taurus, Moon, Gemini rising, Pisces, Midheaven. Cap, Venus, Libra, Mars, Scorpio, Jupiter. Skins is another guy that pops up sometimes in these big birdie fests. He can go low. And that's what we're looking for with all that Aquarius, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio in his chart. And last but not least, plus 48,000, Alejandro Tosti, Gemini, Sun, and Venus, Taurus, Rising, Mercury, and Mars, Pisces, Midheaven, Scorpio, Moon, Capricorn, Jupiter. Just has Gemini, the Taurus, the Pisces, the Scorpio. Not a huge fan of this guy personally, but it's my longest shot. So Nakajima, ADDC, Patrick Rogers, Kevin Roy, Tom Hoagie, Zach Johnson, Hubbard, David Skins, Toasty are my long shot live betting watch, low price DFS guys. We'll see. But in terms of who I am really taking outright, it's Keegan, it's JT Poston, it's Eric Cole, Tom Kim, Michael Kim, Max Gracerman, Sudarshan, Mac Meissner, Davis Thompson, Taylor Pendrith, Denny McCarthy, Steph Yeager, Max McGreevy, and Ben Coles. A lot of guys, whatever. You know the drill if you've been here a lot. I'm not here to make killer profit week to week. If I come away after everything, all of these bets with 1 unit of profit any given week, it's a W in my opinion. Even breaking even, I'm happy with. It's just the way I bet, the way I see the board, the way I see these charts. I can't just limit it to a few guys. I get the betting strategy. I'm not a professional gambler. I don't consider myself one. I'm just someone who makes, who I think, pretty calculated picks with astrology, who does make profit over the long run. That's my kind of claim to fame, I guess, whatever. So to each their own, you know, I don't suggest you to tail all of these picks if you don't want to. I'm smart with my units is what I'm trying to say. I don't go crazy. I don't have a ton of, you know, I mean, I'm in the profit. So we play smart. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Move on to placements, fun bets, and we're out of here in the next 5 minutes. Okay. Top 5. Eric Cole, plus 680. JT Poston, plus 650. One of those has to hit. And if both of them hit, even better. And I'm taking a top 5 parlay baby unit on plus 3,500. JT Poston and Keegan Bradley, both to finish in the top 5. Plus 3,500. Sign me up. Top 10. Keegan Bradley, plus 330. Eric Cole, plus 345. Tom Kim, plus 400. David Thompson, plus 540. Now, I know 4 guys in the top 10. That'd be crazy if all of them hit. I just need one of them to hit to cover all of this, or 2 of them. Whatever. And then I'm going a little crazy here. I didn't write down the last one. Okay. Three parlays, baby units on these. Keegan and Poston to both finish in the top 10, plus 1150. Keegan and Eric Cole to both finish the top 10, plus 1175. And then Eric Cole and Davis Thompson to both finish in the top 10. I'm looking up the number because I didn't write it down for some reason. So Eric Cole, where'd it go? Where are you? Find me. Oh, Eric Cole and Davis Thompson, plus 1,700. So that's the best number up all of those. Something's got to hit in there. I just feel so good about that. Top 20, Yellow Miraju, plus 235. Davis Thompson, plus 250. Denny McCarthy, plus 285. Tom Hoagie, plus 600. Top 20. Nakajima, plus 405. And then a parlay, Keegan, JT Poston, and Eric Cole, all to be in the top 20, plus 1,025. I really feel good about that one. Top 30, Lee Hodges, plus 285. Actually, I'm taking that off. I took Lee Hodges off my card. I could see him being in the top 30, but I'm already going crazy. Took him off. Kevin Roy, plus 320. I could see being in the top 30. Tom Hoagie at plus 330. And Zach Johnson, plus 320. I think could be in the top 20. My head-to-head matchup parlay of the week has 6 lines in it, plus 4,500 is what it comes out to. Eric Cole over Pearson Coody. JT Poston over Ben Griffin. Mac Meissner over Andrew Novak. Tom Kim over Ricky Fowler. Keegan Bradley over Michael Thorbjornsen. And Yellow Miraju over Sung Jae Im. That one's going to get hairy. Plug them all together, plus 4,500. We've only hit one this year at plus 7,000, I think it was. So we're still in the profit in terms of head-to-head matchup parlays from that one alone. First round leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. like 15. Oh, it's so bad, you guys. I just write these down. I don't really think about it, but I go 0.2 units on these. So spread them out however you want. Do not go crazy on these first round leaders. I just like the value, and I like having something to sweat for on day one. Eric Cole plus 4,400. Sign me up. Taurus Jupiter. I love that. This is an Aquarius moon Thursday, right? JT Poston at plus 4,500. Michael Kim at plus 5,500. Sung J M at plus 5,300. Aquarius and Taurus in his chart, and he does come out strong first rounds. Sung J. Yellow Miraju at plus 5,800. Davis Thompson at plus 6,100. Mac Meisner at plus 6,200. Max McGreevy at plus 7,600. Ben Coles at plus 8,000. Patrick Rogers at plus 8,800. Andrew Putnam plus 9,000. A lot of Taurus and Aquarius in Putnam's chart. Tom Hoagie at plus 10,500. Kevin Roy at plus 10,500. Mark Hubbard at plus 12,000. And finally, David Skins at plus 13,500. I've seen Skins be the first round leader before, okay? So you can come after me with your pitchforks that I take way too many guys, especially in the first round leader. I could care less. Do what you want with this. I'm giving out the information for free. Tail 4 of those guys, 5 of them. Tail all of them. But don't go crazy again. Put $1, put $2 on these. Don't go crazy. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is it. 56 minutes. It's pretty good for us. Despite it only being 3 tournaments this week. Usually there's like 5 and I still get under an hour. But whatever. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for bearing with... Oh, that's my alarm that I was trying to avoid. Anyway, thank you for bearing with all of these distractions. This is the perfect Mercury in retrograde episode if I've ever seen one. I hope my mic worked for the first 10 minutes. If not, I'm gonna have to use the video audio, which isn't as good, but it's all good. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I really appreciate you guys. I have a ton of fun doing this every week. Look out for the open episode with LCT in a few weeks. We're gonna collab one more time. We might do it again for maybe we'll do it for the playoffs or something in the end of the year. But other than that, we're just getting through this 1 week at a time, and I'm going to get out of here. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube, Spotify, Apple, please do. I'm so close to 100 on YouTube. Appreciate you all. Questions, starsandparspodcast@gmail.com. You can hit me up there. Sponsorships, hit me up there. TikTok, stars.and.pars.po. And other than that, I think that's it. Find me on Reddit, user EEngle2424. I'm in the Sportsbook Golf Reddit every single week. You can hit me up there as well. People hit me up there all the time. So appreciate y'all. Have a good week. Let's hit some more winners. I'll see you guys next week. See ya.